Warrior, I am going to be spending a lot more time in Washington, D.C., beginning shortly. Although I'm disgusted with both sides, I am going to go as the warrior I am, and I am going to discuss these urgent issues about our children, about this sexual exploitation online, about this trafficking online, about sextortion, you name it, digital safety. It's funny because last year I decided, they're not getting the job done. We at the Warriors are connected to many different bipartisan coalitions, organizations, nonprofits across the country, all coming together to do good work in the name of protecting children. And it's falling on deaf ears. While we have 6 bipartisan child safety acts in Congress right now, with the 118th Congress, and they are not doing their jobs. That is both sides. Why won't they bring any of these bills, pieces of legislation, to a final vote on the schedule? Why aren't people in Congress, remember they work for us, screaming about this? It has to end, and 2024 is the year it's going to end. There has to be accountability. So I'm going to be there as much as I can, rallying, calling upon, asking. After all, I don't take any government monies or grants so I can speak my mind, because being a warrior, what I talk about is backed up by studies and truths and facts. It's not hearsay. And I'm going to go. And I can't wait. I want to know. It's not good enough to have a soundbite and a visual on Fox News or News Nation, or going on CNN, MSNBC, and saying this is terrible, this has to stop. It's not good enough. Where's the follow-up? Where's the actual take action? Most of the people I work with, I will say, are exhausted. Can't keep up with all this predation. Law enforcement can't keep up with it. Every time they make one victory, something new pops up. The predators are always 10 steps ahead of law enforcement. The law lags behind technology. We're entering into AI. We're actually already here. And nobody understands the dangers of AI. It's not some cute little chat GPT or vacuum that cleans your house or Siri or any of those things, but is going to be a real game changer. I don't say that lightly. I say that because I'm not a tech expert, but I work with a lot of them who report to me. We just don't know, Lynn. We just don't know, but could be the destruction of everything. Yet our Congress, oh sure, they had a couple of hearings. Actually, January 31st, there is a hearing about platforms and safety. But we've seen this before. We had this over 2 years ago. We had the Facebook whistleblower, remember that, Frances Haugen, who worked at Facebook and then came forward to say algorithms are designed. They're harming children. We have loads of studies for that. So will I go to Washington and represent all of you? I don't care if you're left, right, in the middle. It is my duty. This job chose me. I didn't choose it, to be a warrior. And I will say what has to be said. And I will look at everybody and say, why can't we get this on the schedule? Why can't we get this to a vote? These bills are, again, bipartisan. We have Democrats and Republicans sponsoring them. Who wouldn't be in favor of child safety? Why won't you vote for child safety? Nobody's looking to take away anybody's privacy. We are just looking for big tech to be aware or hire more people for their safety divisions to be on the lookout. Don't believe most of what you read or hear. You can always believe what you hear on the Warriors. We just want to keep kids safe, and you should too. 2024 is going to be the year of child safety. Join us. Learn more, because what we need from you, yes, these are tough subjects to hear about. Yes, this is awful, dark, ugly stuff. I realize. People in media will say to me, oh, Lynn, we'd like to have you on, but it's too dark and ugly, so we're not going to. Okay. But it's the reality. Plain and simple. You're not opening up anything to your children. They're very smart and savvy, and they're already seeing things or hearing things. You can do the best job in your home. They've got friends, and maybe their parents are not doing the best jobs. So everybody needs to come together, talk about this. Let's leverage this internet for good. We're not giving it back. We live in a digital world. We're, again, on the cusp of this AI. Let us be safe. Keep our kids safe. The predators are counting on you to be overwhelmed and tired. 500,000 is the last count, so we know it's higher. Predators online every day looking for vulnerable kids, looking for your kids, your grandkids, your family members. Gaming, I want to remind everybody, again, gaming, online gaming platforms, one of the biggest platforms for predators, especially with boys. Mostly boys are on the online gaming platforms. And what they're doing is becoming their friend and then getting them to switch over to Snapchat or TikTok, any of their other platforms where they can get in there and try to start these conversations and learn more about their family members, the predation. The grooming process, it's called. Right now, children are being groomed 24 to 48 hours. We know that about 1 in 5 children will be approached online. And of that 1 in 5, about 40% will attempt to meet this stranger. Let that sink in. You need to be a warrior. Always follow lynswarriors.org. You can always write to me, lynn@lynswarriors.org. Ask questions. There's a lot of free information out there. A lot of things you can do in your own home to keep your kids safe. Do it. It's 2024. You can no longer sit on the sidelines. It is time to be a warrior.